There's my shelf. I'm a booktuber. And look who's coming to join me. That's the thumbnail, baby. There we go. Hi, my name is Jamie. I live in New York City, and I like books. I am gonna do a tag, and I'm gonna try to not look at that fucking screen that has me on it. How do people not look at that fucking screen? Let me know. My mom just sent me a text that just says, hey. Mom, hello? Why did you start this channel? Why the hell not, you know? What are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? An education in media studies from Vassar College. That's really upsetting that I'm wearing this while oh boy. Let me first explain what media studies is. It's generally the study of media, as you might assume, but it brings a bunch of different theoretical lenses through which we can look at media. How about like a feminist framework? How about a Marxist framework? How about a goddamn psychoanalytical framework? Academics don't take more popular fiction seriously, especially YA. It's funny, it's fun and unique, and I'm like, I can contribute being in my ivory tower, having red marks. In all seriousness, there's been such a huge influx of leftist content coming onto YouTube recently, and I haven't really seen that crossover into the booktube space. And I would like to do some of that. Fascism is on the rise, and we could maybe think about using YA literature to fight it? I don't know. Listen, H-Popper guy does it for video games. I could do it for YA literature. So that's my contribution. Oh, also I write YA, so I am not yet published, so it's kind of weird to say that. I'll try to get back into it. And I'm going to try to use this as a bit of motivation, too. I don't know. We'll see if that works. Maybe it'll just encourage me to read more, which is kind of what I've been doing for the past year instead of writing. But that's fine. Anyways, next question. What am I most excited for about this new channel? I'm excited to bring you some cat content. I got that sweet, sweet cat content. I'm most excited about thinking about new ways booktube can develop. It's kind of like in this nascent, like new generation phase. And I'd like to contribute to that and thinking about like how can we be more creative and expansive in what we think of as booktube. I'm just excited about the possibilities. Why do you love reading? That's a fucked up question to say to me. I definitely like the aesthetic of carrying around a book. I want to be the person who's like carrying around the book on the subway. That's not my number one reason. I am the type of person who always wants to fully understand everyone's brain around me. I really have no patience for small talk. I know it makes me sound like a bit of an asshole, but it really it's exhausting to me to do small talk. I hate it. And there is a point to this. What art and books more specifically allow me to do is have a window into somebody else's mind. And it just like brings you like slightly closer to like fully understanding somebody. What book series got you into reading? Want to see? Harry Potter. Duh, my dude. Listen, I understand that it's become entirely mimetic, but also like that's for a reason, and also like fuck you. I really hate when people like read another book and it's like, you know what, most of us do, but we also really fucking like Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling sucks, but what can you do, you know? Let's move on. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? My favorite booktubers are Kat and Cindy. I also really like Lily.
Yeah, hi.
I also really like Francina Simone. I think she has some really good takes on shitty drama that happens over like book Twitter. I don't even have a question for them. I just like want to like thank them for revitalizing booktube, honestly, especially Cindy.
Some of us have no choice but to dog-ear pages. We exist, and we will not be silenced, you privileged bitch.
The fact that she made a more than half-hour-long video comparing Hot Pterodactyl Boyfriend to Becoming is like next level shit, and I don't know. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? There are a couple challenges. I think that I tend to start a lot of projects and not actually like follow through on them. Hence why I have a draft of my book. It's not a done book. You don't want to be here, do you? Goodbye. So I think just like persistence is going to be a challenge. Also, I have a live-in partner. It'll be weird to be talking to myself around him. When did I start reading? What a multi-pronged question. So I'd been like a hardcore reader kind of off and on, kind of fizzled out when I got really deep in academia and was kind of obsessively doing academia for a while. The first year after I graduated, I barely read anything. Like if you look at my Goodreads, it's really sad. It's like you met your goal of like 14 books, and I was like, look at me go, baby. So that was 2018. I'm gonna link my Goodreads and you'll see after the like post-academia malaise kind of wore off, I was like, okay, I'm ready to get back into it again. And I've really gone full throttle, possibly as an excuse to not be writing as much. Hey. Maybe this is just me like justifying a terrible decision, but I do think it has been really useful to like catch up with the industry, and also like you just learn so much about reading books, and it's fucking fun. Books are a good time, you know what I mean? I didn't answer the question. Where do you read? Everywhere, motherfucker. On the couch right there. I have a little reading nook, and I read a lot on the subway. Don't play on your phone, because you don't have coverage half the time anyways. Just read your goddamn book. What kind of books do you like to read? Cross-genre stuff. Slipstreamy, magical realism, contemporary fantasy type of thing. I like women-centric books a lot, and I definitely like mystery elements in my books. Love some mystery. So it won't be a surprise that one of my favorite series is The Raven Boys. I also recently read Sawkill Girls, which like maybe I'll do a full review of, because holy shit, that book is so good and like does not get much attention at all. The main project for this year is going to be reading all the books that I own and haven't read yet. I'm gonna make another video about that. It's a lot of books. It's like over 60 books. So that is gonna be a thing. That's something to look forward to. And lastly, I'm just gonna say what I'm reading right now, and it's this fucking book. So good luck to me with that. I'm like 70 pages in. It looks really sad. Look, that's where I am. Fun fact that I learned, this image is called the Orgasmic Man. I thought he was in pain because Jude has terrible chronic pain. Apparently not. Or apparently this is like showing how somebody could look like they're in pain, but actually they're experiencing pleasure. And maybe there's some pain and pleasure, and maybe there's some pleasure and pain, and no one's gonna watch this fucking video. Okay, goodbye.